Have you ever wondered how to talk about your daily life in English? It seems simple, but many people feel a bit nervous when they start. Do you want to sound natural when you speak about your routine? Today, I am going to show you the most important tool in English grammar. It is like the foundation of a house. Without it, you cannot build your English skills properly. We are going to learn something that you will use every single day. I promise to make it very easy for you to understand. You do not need to worry about big, scary grammar books today. We will focus on real life and real talking. By the end of this video, you will feel so much more confident. Are you ready to start this journey with me? I am so happy to have you here in our learning space. Welcome to our channel, English Practice PB. This is the place where we make English simple and fun for everyone. If you are new here, please think about clicking that subscribe button. We want to help you speak English better every day. Now, let us sit down together and look at the present simple tense. Think about your morning today. What was the very first thing you did when you opened your eyes? Maybe you wake up at 6 o'clock or maybe at 7. For me, I wake up when the sun comes through my window. This is a habit. A habit is something you do again and again. It is part of your regular life and your daily routine. When we talk about these repeating actions, we use the present simple. Let me give you some very clear examples. I drink water every morning. I brush my teeth. I walk to my office. I check my emails. Notice that I am not talking about yesterday. I am not talking about tomorrow. I am talking about my normal life. It is the same for you and for everyone else. Think about a friend of yours. Maybe she works in a big hospital. Maybe they play football every Sunday afternoon. These things happen regularly. They happen day after day after day. Now I want you to listen very carefully to how the words change. When I talk about myself, I say I work. When I talk to you, I say you work. When we talk about our group, we say we work. And for a group of other people, we say they work. But wait, something interesting happens with 3 special words. These words are he, she, and it. For these 3, we need to add a little extra sound at the end. We add the letter S. So, I work, but she works. I live here, but he lives here. It is a very simple rule, but it is very important. Just remember to add that as for he, she, and it. Let us try a little bit of practice right now. I will say a sentence and I want you to say it after me. Ready? I wake up early. Now you say it. Great job. Now try this one. She wakes up early. Did you hear the S at the end? Excellent. Let us try one more. I drink tea. Now your turn. Now let us change it to a man. He drinks tea. You are doing so well already. Now, let us move on to the second big way we use this tense. We use it for facts. Facts are things that are always true. They do not change like the weather changes. Think about the world around us. The sun rises in the east every single day. This was true 100 years ago, it is true today, and it will be true tomorrow. So we say the sun rises. Or think about water. If you heat water, it boils at 100 degrees. That is a fact of science. It does not change. Even simple things about animals are facts. We can say cats like milk. This is a general truth about cats. The earth moves around the sun. These are not habits that someone chooses to do. They are just how the world works. So, whenever time you talk about a truth, use the present simple. Now, let us talk about what is happening inside your heart and mind. They use this tense for feelings and for thoughts. These are not physical actions like running or jumping. They are states of being. For example, I like music. I'm not liking music only for 1 minute. It is just a feeling I have inside me. We usually do not say, I'm loving this music. Instead, we say, I love this music. Because it is a state, something inside you. Here are some more feelings. She loves her family very much. He hates cold weather in the winter. They understand the lesson today. These are all thoughts and feelings. Think about what you want or what you need. I know the answer to your question. She wants a new phone for her birthday. He needs some help with his homework. All of these are inside the mind. Let us practice these feeling words together. Say this after me. I like coffee. Now let us change it for her. She likes coffee. Very good. Now try this one. I understand you. And for him, he understands you. Perfect. You are getting the hang of this. There is one more very important use for the present simple. We use it for schedules and official times. Think about trains, planes, or even school classes. These are fixed planes. For example, the train leaves at 6 in the evening. The class starts at 9 in the morning. Even if the train is leaving later today, it is the future plan that is fixed. The movie begins at 8 tonight. The meeting starts at 10 tomorrow. We still use the present simple because it is a set schedule. It is not a habit, and it is not exactly a fact. It is just a timetable. Now, I want to teach you how to ask questions. This is very useful when you want to learn about other people. To make a question, we need a helping word. For I, you, we, and they, we use the word do. Listen to this. Do you drink coffee? Do they live in this city? Do we have a lesson today? It is quite simple, isn't it? But remember our three special friends, he, she, and it. For them, we use a different word. We use the word does. Listen carefully. Does she work on Sundays? Does he live near your house? Does it rain a lot in your country? So remember this rule for your questions. Use do for I, you, we, and they. Use does for he, she, and it. Let us try a little conversation practice. I will ask you a question and you can answer me out loud. Do you study English every day? You can say, yes, I do. Or you can say, no, I don't. Now I will ask about a friend. Does she work here? You can say, yes, she does. Or you can say, no, she doesn't. You are doing amazing. Now, I want to give you some magic words. These words tell us how often something happens. They fit perfectly with the present simple. Words like always, usually, often, sometimes, and never. They show frequency. For example, I always wake up early. This means 100% of the time. She usually drinks coffee in the morning. This means most of the time. We often watch television at night together. This means many times. He sometimes cooks dinner for his family. This means maybe half of the time. They never eat fast food. This means 0% of the time. These words help people understand your meaning better. They show how much repetition there is in your life. Let us do some shadowing practice together now. Shadowing means you repeat exactly what I say. This helps your mouth get used to English sounds. I will say a sentence and then I will wait for you. I wake up at 7 every day. Now you. She works in a big bank. Your turn. We study English every single evening. Your turn. The train leaves at 6 o'clock. Now you. I like listening to music. Your turn. Do you drink coffee in the morning? Now you. Does she live near here? Your turn. You are making so much progress. Now, I want you to do something special for me. Take a small pause and think about your own life. Can you say 5 things about yourself? You can use words like I work, I like, I go, or I play. Try to make it real and personal for you. This makes the grammar stay in your memory. Today, we have covered so much important ground. We learned that we use the present simple for things we do again and again. We use it for things that are always true in the world. We use it for the feelings and thoughts inside our minds. And we use it for schedules and fixed times. It is a very simple tense, but it is also very powerful. It is everywhere in the English language. So please try to practice it as much as you can. In our next lesson, we will go even deeper together. We will talk about how to say no with negatives. We will look at some common mistakes people make. And of course, we will have much more practice. Grammar does not have to be scary or difficult. It can be very clear and very simple when we take it step by step. Together, we will build your confidence in speaking. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I am very proud of the work you are doing. Don't forget to practice what we learned today in your daily life. If you enjoyed this lesson, please give us a thumbs up and share it with a friend who is also learning English. This is English Practice PB, and I'm so happy to be your teacher. Keep practicing, keep learning, and keep smiling. I will see you very soon in the next video. Goodbye for now.